Well, welcome back to our highlight show, the final episode of Rotoview for 2009. And of course, TV Rotorua and Rotoview especially is all about you, local people here in Rotorua. And, well, you might see yourself in this next segment. Loads of local faces from Rotorua through the studios.
Over sort of the last 18 months, I suppose, that we created like a product. And
well, and I'm going to actually mention the sponsors as well. And I'm sure you don't mind. But
Absolutely
of course,
not.
Pilates emigrated to the USA and set up a studio in New York where he trained the New York Ballet.
Lots going on this weekend on Saturday night. Throughout the year, we've got the big New Zealand Welding School World 240s once again with drivers from overseas. It's one of the big speedway meetings of the year in New Zealand.
We'll put mitai, a bit of mitai in there.
We did a deal with the Rotorua District Council on how to get rid of their sludge. Here is a science organisation that's found a solution which we think probably is going to be internationally famous to get rid of a major problem for the local council, make some money as well, save the ratepayers probably 600 grand a year.
Do you have to be good looking to be a firefighter? Because it concerns me a little bit. You've got the firefighters calendar. I'm looking through some of these books here and you're all good looking.
Oh, it's got to be a priority to join.
Polynesian Spa is a privately owned family company started by my parents in 1972. Prior to that, it was a government bathhouse run by the government. It was.
How the hell do you do that job, and why do you go out and do that? Why do you go out in the middle of the night and go to prangs on the side of the road and go to sick people? And it's not easy to give you a straight answer for that.
There are some major items which are loan items, but there's every chance they'll turn into donations, of course, with the passage of time.
Typically, say, electricity and water certainly don't go together.
No.
But, again, the safety element is a key one.
Or, you know, people are tired, so this would be just so unique for them to go down into the unit, have a little sleep.
Do you want to say hi to Mum and Dad?
Hey, Mum and Dad.
So as part of that job, I am the rescue team manager. So I do train with the guys and meet every Tuesday night with them.
I was pigeon-toed and Mum heard about a marching team where we lived and thought that that might be a way to correct my funny feet.
Cat flu's a name for generally three disorders. Two caused by viruses and one caused by another bug called Chlamydophila.
Funeral directors have a very weird sense of humour. That sniff was exceptionally funny.
It's recorded.
A prothesis is available for any lady who has asymmetry of the breast. Sometimes it can be congenital or for other reasons, but particularly when they've had surgery to the breast. And it may only be a lumpectomy or a partial mastectomy, but wearing a partial prothesis or a full prothesis gives them balance, it makes the bra fit better, and again good for their health. And the prothesis these days are really nice. They're very soft and very natural feeling. You might like to feel one, Steve, just to see.
Ooh.
Once on the bed, it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes with the needle in your arm to donate.
On the bed?
On the bed. They're very comfortable beds.
Our wonderful New Zealand falcon, the kariaria. It's a bird that's found nowhere else in the world. It's completely endemic to this country.
Going on a limb here, smaller than a violin?
Bigger than a violin.
Ah!
It's bigger than a violin and also a fifth lower. The violin has an E string. I don't have that. I've got a low C string. So it's got the same, it's tuned like a cello, an octave higher than a cello, but the same strings. But it's a very resonant sound. But it's still played up like a violin.
Right.
Yeah.
You can have the most creative.
Most creative.
You can have the extreme cupcake eating competition, like jumping off a bungee jump with a cupcake in your hand.
Podiatry, very often we can treat the person straight away, give them immediate relief. Great job satisfaction when someone walks out your clinic pain-free.
I hate to see people give dogs for a Christmas present. If they do, give them $600 or $700, $800 as well, because that'll cover it for the first year.
Great power constitutions throughout New Zealand are apolitical. So for goodness sake, be apolitical.
Be apolitical.
No, not exactly pretty, but there's a lot going on for those things. They are
New Zealanders, we just love them. They're very much part of our culture.
And we've just implemented something called Picture Archive Radiology System, which puts all of the radiology onto computer electronic.
Okay.
So that any clinician can access it through their computer.
Iwi, you say you've been volunteering for about 10 years. So there'd be some people out there saying, well, you're an idiot. You know, 10 years volunteering, you're not being paid. What on earth are you doing? So why do you do it?
It's about giving back to the people that have given so much to me.
It's a good feel. Everyone's getting in behind the campaign. I see the bumper stickers around town all over the place now.
They seem to be everywhere.
We haven't lost any more billboards, which is good.
No, and I'm not sure why they didn't consider possibly banning the total use of phones in cars, but obviously they decided that was the best option initially, and maybe further down the track there could be another change.
SPF is just a protection factor, and it's, well, to me it's a little bit arbitrary. You know, most of them have an SPF of 15, of 20, 25, 30. That just means they all work well.
Within the Upper North Island, the Kotuna River is the only free-flowing river from here to Auckland. There's trial by media is not achieving anything. There's no point slinging mud from farmers slinging mud at EBOP and EBOP slinging mud at farmers. That's not working for anyone.
And you got cancer. So what sort of cancer have you got, Josh?
Brain tumour.
Brain tumour. Okay, and that must be pretty scary.
Yep.
Yeah.